Dear Father, Mother God, I thank you for allowing me to be a channel of light, love, and healing. I ask that all energy that flows through me today be grounded in Mother Earth, for she, in fact, is the living healer. I call on my guides and my angels to speak through me now. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, all that is. Hi, it's Anita. Normally, I'd be saying hi to Maria too, but we are so busy today. Okay, we're so busy. Maria is so busy in the store. I said, Maria, I'm going to have to do this by myself. It won't be Maria's expertise on the crystals, but one of the things I noticed, Robert and I just got back from a trip to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's very cute. Okay, it's a very cute place. But what I notice about me is because I'm psychic and I'm sensitive to other people's energies, I can't go into crowds that much, okay? I can't, being on a crowded airplane, it's all I could do to stand it. So long ago I've said to Robert, I can't fly unless I can go first class, I can't fly. So keeping that in mind, Robert made reservations for us to go on an airline, and he picked this airline because it had a nonstop flight to Pittsburgh, and we were going business select, which I thought, I was under the misimpression that I was going first class. Okay, that was not what happened. And but anyway, on this airline, you get a number. You pay extra, like you're paying for first class, and then you get a number that's supposed to get you in the front of the plane, okay, even though it's not first class. But anyway, so we did that. We paid extra, we got our number, and we got a low number, but it didn't work, okay? And the reason it didn't work was because there were 29 handicapped people and more priority seating people who apparently had a medical condition. So by the time we got on the plane, there was 36 people in front of us. Okay, so it was not first class at all. Okay, and the other thing I thought, well, usually because I am so sensitive, if I have a glass of champagne or a drink before I leave, okay, I can pretty much relax and zone out and not pay attention. And but the airport was so crowded. Oh my God. And so there were lines to get anything to drink or eat, And I thought, well, I'll just get a nice cocktail on the plane, thinking I'm going to be first class. And I'll eat on the plane. I don't need to eat right now. It's a 4-hour flight, so I'm sure they're going to feed us. Okay, none of that happened. Now, knowing how I am, I go with my armor here, okay? First of all, amber's really good for flying. Amber's really terrific. It's kind of a protection thing, okay? It protects you. And so I had my amber, I had my rose quartz and my aquamarine and my amethyst bracelet and my evil eye thing, so nobody could give me the evil eye. So I have all this stuff. Oh, and pilots come to the center all the time and they ask for a turquoise because they said it protects them when they're flying. So I had this in my pocket. I was all set. Well, guess what? When you check in, okay, you have to take all that stuff off. Okay? Not only that, but they patted me down. They even got the turquoise in my pocket. Okay? So now I have none of my protection devices. Okay? So I get on the plane and thinking they're going to, ask me if I want a beverage. Well, no. If you do want a beverage, folks, okay, we have 5. We have Coke, Diet Coke, 7-Up, water, and coffee. That's it. I thought, oh my God, are you sure? Are you sure? Had I known, you know. Oh my God. Well, I better just try to meditate. Well, it's really hard because I got this cute person next to me. She's very cute and very chatty. Okay. So the whole time, okay, and anyway, it was not something I relished doing again. But when I had a thought about the way things used to be. I remember the first time I was on an airplane, actually. The first time I had to fly first class because I had two babies. Okay? I had my son was a toddler and my daughter was only 6 months old. And so I was going to California. My husband was already there and I needed to go first class so I could have help with the kids, right? So I'm in the plane first class. There is a winding staircase going up to a bar, okay, where people are socializing and having drinks. And then when it's time to eat, they came to my seat and carved Chateaubriand, okay? I mean, this was, you know, those days are over, okay? Forget about it, okay? I don't care which airline you go. Those days are over. But it's, you know, travel used to be fun, okay? It's not fun to me anymore. So one of the things I kept thinking about this morning, thinking about this, and recently this week we got these really cool crystals. Well, maybe a couple weeks ago. But I didn't realize what they were good for because Maria and I were supposed to talk about them this morning. But Maria's too busy, okay? So I had to go get them myself, and they're beautiful. They're so cute. They're perfect for an altar, or they're so sparkly, and the detail in them. There's crystals growing on crystals. Okay, there's baby ones and there's sister ones, and look at all the points on this one, and they're just really, really so cute and so sparkly. Okay, now I probably could have had one of these in my pocket. Of course, you know. Anyway, they would have patted me down for sure. But they're so interesting. Okay, they look like little mountains all in themselves. And what I discovered was, I'm gonna have to read you this because I can't remember. Ever since COVID, you know, I have what they call brain fog. You know, I'll be right in the middle of a sentence and it's gone. Okay, and so I hope that is something that's gonna go away. Okay, and there's supposed to be a lot of things about the COVID after you have the sickness, not knowing, and I'm not going to go into that. Everybody has an opinion, okay? Everybody has an opinion about the shots, about the antibodies, about the this, about the that. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody has a lot of facts to back their opinions, so I'm not going to go into mine. But all I know is when I go on a trip and I come back to Sedona, into my crystal store, I'm like, oh, thank God, I made it. I made it home, okay? And this is the second trip I took in the last couple months because I went to see my sister in Oregon, and that's another whole story. But anyway, Faden Quartz, that's what this is called, Faden Quartz. Now, assists in astral travel, okay, if anybody's into that. I've done that a couple times, that's fun. An exploration of parallel dimensions. Strengthens the silver cord. Everybody knows what the silver cord is, right? If you've ever been out of body, if you've ever had an out of body experience, what I've had, is that there always seems to be this silver cord that attaches you to the earth, okay? That attaches you to our world. So that's what the silver cord is, and then helps with air travel. Hello. Okay. Assists in finding their counterpart or soulmate. Okay. Ladies, men, how many of you, this is the question we get over and over again when you come to get a psychic reading. How do I find my soulmate? When am I going to find my soulmate? Where am I going to find my soulmate? It seems to be, if you're not in a relationship, you're looking for your soulmate. Lucky for me, I've already found him. Okay? But helps to cleanse the aura. I kept trying to do this to myself in the airplane. Okay? I kept seeing blocks in my aura, and I kept trying to do energy things to help balance my aura. This would have done that. Stimulates the chakra, enhances your psychic abilities, okay, and telepathic communication. To focus, meditation. I was having a problem because I had no other devices left, okay, and somehow all my jewelry got in a suitcase that I didn't get to bring on with me, blah, 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 blah. And so one of the things that I have is I tried to meditate, okay? And I kept lacking focus because there was people talking here and babies crying there and dogs barking there and all kinds of stuff going on. So I was finding it hard to keep my focus, okay? Promotes internal healing on a cellular level, okay? This is really important, okay? Healing on a cellular level, okay? That means that the cells in your body, we don't know what COVID, what any of the diseases, that flus, whatever, we don't know what they do actually to our cells, okay? And we don't know, and a lot of the medications that we get for our ailments, okay, from the doctors, from the hospitals, they all have side effects, okay? And we don't really know what those are, okay? So we need to help our cells. We need to help from a cellular level, okay? And that's one of the things that this cute little rock does, okay? So I'm sure there's a lot more to know about this. We don't have it in jewelry, okay? We only have these cute little items, but some of them are good enough to put in your pocket, small enough to put in your pocket or hold in your hand, or just put on your altar, and they're not real expensive, okay? Let's see. This one here is $59. It's amazing. This one's $49. This one's very amazing. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Oh, more on the other side. It's double terminated. Okay, so that one's $79. Here's another one that's $79. $59, $49. So they're not expensive. They're very cute. Okay, you'll really like just gazing into them. Okay, they could probably be used for, meditating or getting into touch with your higher self. So they are very cute. And especially if you're going to be traveling out there, okay, know that even if it's a 4-hour flight, you're only going to get a half a can of Coke, okay, a bag of pretzels, and that's it, okay, for the whole 4 hours. So make sure you have, don't bother bringing alcohol on the plane because you can't drink it. And I understand the reason for that. I guess, a lot of people get upset because of the masks and the, and the rules, all these rules and all these things. And sometimes you just got to do it, even if it's only going to be 4 hours. Okay. But anyway, if you are traveling, take some of my little tips. Okay. If you're going on a plane, put one of these turquoise in your pocket. Get one of these to gaze at. I could have probably been gazing at this for an hour. That would have took up a whole hour. Okay. Anyway, and if you are coming to Sedona, I'm so glad to be here, and you will be too. See you soon.